Peace and welcome to my 9-month and 5-day check-in. I'm going to be discussing why I chose to be nicotine-free, why I made the decision to quit nicotine 9 months, 5 days ago, and essentially give you guys information and motivation on quitting nicotine. So mentally, I've noticed that I have a sense of mental freedom, like I've talked about before, the freedom that you gain from addiction once you have really stopped that cycle and detached from it completely. You gain freedom from it, which means mentally not having the thoughts of when's my next hit of nicotine or when's the next time I'm gonna have nicotine, as well as any other things associated with nicotine that you have to mentally think about. Physically, not needing it at all to please your body or to go on a day-to-day basis physically. And then emotionally, well, once you have detached from nicotine, you're not going to really be emotionally attached to nicotine at all. All you do have is the memories of the drug. You may be driving around somewhere and just a memory that you have, makes your imagination go off and you're like, oh, I remember I used to partake in that activity there, or there was this time where you remember this specific memory, but then you do, after you're remembering that memory, you are, and imagining about it, you are thinking, oh yeah, I was still vaping at the time, or I probably had a vape in my pocket at the time, or that specific time you were vaping, right? You will have that, but it's not going to really get you riled up in any case. And if it does, then that just goes to show maybe you need to find resolve in those emotions. Spiritually, the spiritual freedom gained is nice because you're not depending on anything to constantly make you feel good, or to kind of put you in this false sense of being protected, or I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm saying that spiritually you kind of throw your faith in the air and you're like, well, I don't care if this is going to harm me. So you kind of throw your spiritual belief, well, your power spiritually, to this drug, right? So when you do quit, you do notice that sense of freedom, the sense of not being bonded to something, and to be able to kind of move freely is the best way I could explain it. But now moving into mentally looking forward to applying my mind state into things that I haven't yet perfected. Even though I'm not looking to absolutely perfect it, I'm looking to have the knowledge to be able to run the operation, to be able to start up, maintain, and to run and troubleshoot these operations. So applying my mind state to something new is exhilarating for me because I don't have the whole, oh, I'm stuck on, I need to apply myself right now to this focus. I need to apply my focus to this right here, right now. And then when I'm done, or halfway through, I'm not even done, I go and I hit my nicotine, or I go and I get my buzz, I go and I have a cigarette. Just because it's stress and just because I'm used to doing that cycle, you don't realize how easy it is to break the cycle once you've actually broken that cycle, truth be told. So mentally looking forward to being able to apply my mind state to something new, and then I'm not going to be having the same old repercussions or mental stresses or mental blocks than previously when addicted to nicotine. Physically looking forward to genuinely getting in to a rhythm of staying consistent with the exercise, staying consistent with the diet, everything consistent in order to function at full overall health physically. So that's something that I'm working on physically, something that I'm looking forward to, and it's something that each day goes by, I've implemented something in each day to specifically push that plan forward and that goal forward. It's about bringing it all together as one and maintaining continuity and continuing that. Like I said, physically, looking forward to that. It's summer now too, so that's great. I'm excited to be able to have warm water in the pool, swimming. Take bike rides outside, that's nice, or wear shorts, wear short sleeve shirt. And so I actually rode my bike here to the park for this video. Just stuff like that is what I'm working on, and it's always a constant effort, right? Like I said, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, but I've said on my Twitter that once you stop nicotine, you never stop growing, you never stop being a better version of yourself, and you never creating your own reality. So it was just basically saying that it doesn't stop, it's continuous effort, and just to remember that that's the discipline that you need to live by in order to be successful. So emotionally, I'm looking forward to really the emotional derivement that I can get out of applying myself into a new kind of niche. That's not the word that I wanted to use for it, but into a new business environment, into a new facet of myself that I'm taking on. It is going to be emotionally fulfilling because I'm going to make sure that everything goes smoothly. I'm going to make sure that emotionally I know that I can control what I can control, and I'm not going to let anything else then affect me emotionally. Just because I want to stay protected emotionally, I want to be stable throughout these times, and I want to continue to be successful. So I'm going to do that emotionally. I'm looking forward to applying myself in that fashion. Spiritually, really, I'm traveling, so I'm going into a new space, which is exciting for me. Foreign land being discovered. As for myself, of course, other people who live there or who were born there, they've already been, enthralled and inaugurated into that culture. So it'll be about me seeing a new culture and then deriving the knowledge that I can out of that to bring back here to be able to teach something new. So spiritually, yes, moving physically into a new space, having the sacrifice of leaving a certain space, moving to a new circumstance, physical death, spiritual birth, moving into a new circumstance with developing new spiritual situations and paths, really, and ways of traveling. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. And it seems as if once I've quit nicotine, I have much more to look forward to. I don't want to say that I'm more adventurous per se, but definitely when it's time to be adventurous and it's time to expand, I'm way more willing to expand now and way more ready, way more excited to expand now that I'm not addicted to nicotine. So that's something that I want to just really drill into this video, is that is a main thing that I've noticed, is that a lot of things just become a lot easier once you quit nicotine. And it's like that for most things. Once you discipline yourself on it, it doesn't become an issue. You're able to run operations a little bit more smooth. So yeah, I wanted to throw that in there. It's honestly the truth, right? I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. Regardless of what you want to hear, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. And of course, this is my truth, so it may differ than what you guys know is your truth, but I'm always going to be real, right? As I also encourage you guys to do so, to be real with yourself and then be real with others as well. That is another thing that is of high importance, is to always be real with yourself. Otherwise, it's just gonna lead you to running into certain obstacles, certain situations that you don't want to have to deal with. In order to have most clairvoyance, always just be real in accepting your reality and being a master of your reality. So, guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for everything. Any of you guys struggling with substance abuse, struggling with anything emotionally, anything physically, spiritually, mentally, any illness that you guys are suffering with, I'm sending healing out there, healing to all, because, well, it's what's needed, right? And why not actually push out the right message when it's needed in the world, and you have the opportunity to teach and to actually help. Just like you have been able to help yourself, you can help others in that way. So, and in other ways, not just in that way, but for example, my teaching about nicotine addiction and teaching about, well, not just specifically teaching, but also documenting my journey quitting nicotine, plus the teaching part, and it is a way for me to help others just like I've helped myself. There's also other ways that you can do it, of course, but that's something that has given me more purpose, something that is keeping me way more driven. So, like I said, anyone out there on the fence about anything, go for it, make that decision, and always know that you're going to prevail. Are you higher power? Because higher power will always prevail. And that's going to be it for the 9-month and 5-day check-in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Peace.